So let's play some of the clip from yesterday. This is Tim Smith. He's the campaign manager who is pushing against extending the Royals and Chiefs sales tax. And then we'll get to our guest, Becky Nace.
I think it's important to say, right outside of Kauffman Stadium, a stadium with tremendous legacy, championships have been won here, but it bears the name of Ewan Kauffman, a man who spent most of his life giving away his wealth, and Royals leadership currently is seeking to demolish this building behind me, to build something that the people of Jackson County did not ask for and that we do not need. In the next 40 days, they'll sell it to you like it's going to give you $3 or $4 billion economic impact. That's not true. They're going to tell you that this beautiful stadium behind me is crumbling to the ground and it's not feasible to repair. That's also not true. They're going to sell it to you that what you're voting on is just an extension of a tax that already exists. That's also not true. It's a new tax with new terms and new cost. You need to know that before you go to the ballot and vote.
Tim Smith, campaign manager with the organization Committee Against New Royals Stadium Taxes. Becky Nace, former Kansas City, Missouri City Councilwoman. She's also part of this group. Becky, good morning. Glad we got a hold of you. So your involvement with this organization, what do you want to make sure that the Jackson County voter knows about this and why you guys have come out so forcefully against this for the Royals and the Chiefs?
Well, thank you for having me on, first of all. And I think that the most important fact that people need to know is that this issue went on the ballot without proper government due diligence. Frank White was working on this negotiation with the teams, and the legislature pulled the rug out from underneath him and had a ballot question put on without his support or without allowing him to finish his due diligence. He made a statement that said putting this on the ballot without a legally binding lease and other agreements in place puts Jackson County taxpayers at risk. So polls are open. They have no legally binding agreement. This is basically a blank check, and people are voting. So what we want people to know is that they should vote no. This is not in our best interest. It's not needed. It's wasteful government spending at best.
Well, many people will say, hey, the Chiefs just won 2 straight Super Bowls. The Royals, have invested in Bobby Witt, and they want to go downtown, and we're here to support them, and it's not a sales tax increase. It's an extension, so why not do it, Becky? What would you say to those folks?
Well, first of all, I want to say go Chiefs, and I'm a diehard Royals fan, so this has nothing to do with supporting our team. As a council member, I supported and helped both organizations secure state funding for the renovations. I was all for it. So this is nothing about sports or supporting our teams. This is about what's right, what's needed versus what's wanted. So let's talk about a downtown baseball stadium. The taxpayers of Jackson County for 50 years have been good partners with the teams. They've funded it, they built it, they repaired it, they maintained it, and they renovated it. Mm-hmm. And both stadiums are beautiful. They're nationally acclaimed for being unique and beautiful in that they are twin stadiums, and fan experience is known worldwide to be outstanding at both stadiums. The Royals owner, John Sherman, would like to build a downtown stadium to anchor his real estate investments and endeavors in that area, and I just feel that's not our obligation as taxpayers to do. If he, as owner, wants to build another stadium, because we have provided and still do, and as it sits today, an excellent condition venue with a great fan experience. Fans have never asked for this.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to build one to support his non-baseball business ventures, he needs to pay for it himself.
Becky Nace is joining us, former Kansas City, Missouri councilwoman. She is with the Committee Against New Royals Stadium Taxes that launched this week. You know, the Royals will say, hey, we're investing $1 billion of our own money into this project to help Kansas City. We believe in the future of this community and all that this stadium can do for Kansas City at large. Are you not buying that? And if not, why?
I am absolutely not buying that. I was on the council when we saw the glamour shots and beautiful photos for the downtown renovation, and it wasn't all completed. The city had to complete some of that, and the projections for benefit fell so short that the city of Kansas City is paying the shortfall on the debt last year to the tune of $15 million straight out of the general fund. So when they talk about their $1 billion investment, that investment may not ever come to fruition. We're talking about the baseball stadium. The baseball stadium, they have given no funding sources. They are still expecting to get funding from Kansas City and the state of Missouri. If you look at what Clay County made public in terms of what they said they wanted from government, which, by the way, Frank White said they never gave him those numbers or any numbers. But Clay County made public they were between the city, state, and county, meaning North Kansas City, Clay County, and the state of Missouri. They were asking for the entire baseball park to be paid for by taxpayers. That's why. Yeah, and also, as I said, the $1 billion they keep saying they're leveraging is for their real estate development.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about, you mentioned there the $15 million that the city still subsidizes Power and Light District with. The Royals might say, hey, we're going to help so the taxpayer in Jackson County or Kansas City, Missouri doesn't have to subsidize Power and Light. 81 nights a year, more people are going to be down there. Isn't that a good deal for the Kansas City, Missouri taxpayer, Becky?
No, because when you look at this, when you look at this, this is a Jackson County tax.
Mm-hmm.
There's a term in economic development called transference, and when you look at benefit, you look at new benefit. They are simply transferring the benefit that is existing in eastern Jackson County, the cities of Raytown, Lee Summit, Blue Springs, Independence, to downtown Kansas City. That's not a gain because it ignores the fact that those cities have economic benefit from the stadium here 81 times a year. So when you look at it countywide, you're picking winners and losers, and it's the people around the current stadium that are the losers in Jackson County. So what's the net gain?
Yeah. Well, Becky, thank you for your perspective. We so appreciate it. Grateful we got you on, and we will be in touch in the weeks ahead. It's going to be a very interesting next 6 weeks or so. We're grateful for your time.
It will indeed. Thank you for the opportunity.
You bet.